Senator Alex Padilla, who was forced out of a DHS news conference last week by federal agents. Take a listen to how Vance misnames Padilla and how the senator responds.
Well, I was hoping Jose Padilla would be here to ask a question, but unfortunately, I guess he decided not to show up because there wasn't the theater.
He knows my name. He knows my name. Look, sadly, it's just an indicator of how petty and unserious this administration is. But he's the Vice President of the United States. You think he'd take the situation in Los Angeles more seriously?
Now, for context, Jose Padilla is a U.S. citizen convicted of supporting the Al-Qaeda terror group in 2007 and sentenced to 21 years in prison. So clearly that was not the name of the governor, and I suspect Vice President Vance may have known that. But what do you take from Vance's comments, Congressman?
Well, I don't really know Vance on a personal basis. We've met. I've observed him for a while. I do know Alex on a very personal basis. I do know his name. I do know him. He is probably one of the most subdued personalities that I've ever been around. When I first met him, he was Secretary of State out in California. And when I came away from that meeting, came back east, I told dozens of people what I thought about him, and as we would say, all good. And so for him to be insulted this way, and for the Vice President of the United States to disregard, disrespect a United States Senator the way he did in this instance is beyond the pale. But I guess we're getting to the point that we're going to expect that from this administration, and that's a shame.
Now, let me go to this issue. Trump complained during this week's Juneteenth holiday that America has, quote, too many non-working holidays, costing our country billions of dollars to keep all these businesses closed, end of quote. Now, I don't recall the president making this complaint on federal holidays that don't celebrate Black American freedom struggles. And mind you, he was all about Juneteenth when he was courting Black voters in 2020, saying that, and I'm quoting, he made Juneteenth very famous. This year, he didn't even acknowledge the day by name. What's your reaction, Congressman?
Well, my reaction is this. I suspect that the sweet spot for President Trump would be to eliminate January 15, eliminate June 19, and we would have exactly the number of federal holidays that he would find appropriate. And I think you get my drift.
Your drift, January 15, Martin Luther King holiday, absolutely. And of course, June 19th is what we celebrated this weekend, Juneteenth. Let me raise this with you. This week, we also marked the 10th anniversary of the racist massacre at Mother Emanuel AME Church, which is right there in your Charleston, South Carolina district. You and several House Democrats marked the anniversary by reintroducing legislation to close a loophole that allowed the shooter to buy the gun he used to kill 9 members of Mother Emanuel, including its pastor, my friend Reverend Pinckney. And you knew many, some of those that were killed. How would this proposal have saved their lives, Congressman?